No way.
We need to get Gark back.
We need to get Gark back because my eagle saved Skelebro, which was good.
This is bonus.
Alright, well, we might want to get information about this ship that'll help us get him back. And the only person besides Gark who's been on the ship
is Skelebro.
Is Skelebro. Alright, let's go talk to Skelebro.
Okay. I think you sent Skelebro back under decks, didn't you?
Yes,
Back
I
by
did.
the barrel.
Well,
Yeah, he's
there's
back
no
where
more
the barrel was.
To protect a new barrel.
So I guess I'm gonna go under deck, and I'm gonna go find Skelebro.
Okay, he's standing right where the barrels used to be.
Hey, Skelebro.
He waves.
We have some questions. Anything cool about the ship that we should know about? The
He
pirate
shakes
one?
his head.
No, nothing cool. No, like, easy ways to get on or off. Like, yeah, there is.
He points in a circle right in front of him.
Cannon hole? No, circle.
By barrel?
You go up the anchor? Oh, the barrel. Okay.
Great, okay.
Thanks, Sullivan.
I assume that I followed you down. Did I not assume right? I assumed I followed you
You can
down.
do whatever you want. You can follow him down.
Yeah.
I assumed you followed me down too. So when your barrel got to the ship, how did you get on the ship, or did you just hit the rudder? You just hit the rudder? Okay. Great. So, thanks, Skelebro. You don't have to guard here anymore. We don't have a barrel. You're free to walk around the ship if you want.
Wait, Zan, did that mean that you lost like all of your apples and all of your cool weaponry that you just got? Weren't they in the barrels?
I lost the spike chain,
Oh, okay.
but it served a
well,
good purpose.
That's true. Okay.
Skelebro points to the corner by the stairs, and you see that he's neatly piled all of your materials that used to be in the barrel, other than the spike chain. Everything out except what he thought he needed.
Which is very nice of him.
That's very, very nice of Skelebro. Skelebro, I have a question for you. When you were there, did you see anybody that looked important?
Let's rephrase this question. Did you see anybody? Yes.
Okay, did you see Gark? Okay.
Where was Gark at? Was he at the back of the ship? The front of the ship? Where was he?
Hold on. Give him a little bit, guys. Side of the ship?
The front, the front nose of the ship. He was at the front nose of the ship? Sort of.
Sort of-ish. Oh, crawling up the side, on the side.
Okay, so he crawled up the side and he's inside the ship now. Okay. We think he's inside the ship. Possibly inside the ship. Okay.
So, Thalamine and Zan, do we have to throw ourselves overboard in a barrel to go over there and, in a sense, rescue
I would
Gark?
rather not. I got a question for you, though. Mercury. I can't say your name.
Mercury.
Mercury.
Yes.
I'm just gonna call you Mercury. It sounds easier. Do you have magic that can, like, let us breathe underwater?
I think so. I don't know.
Can she? No, wait. You're
I
a mage,
can't
so
learn
you can't learn new spells.
Right, I'm a sorceress. I can't learn new spells every day.
That's a problem.
That is a problem.
So no.
I'll take that as a no. What about your
Okay.
flying bird thing again.
We can't hear you,
Push
Luke.
to talk.
You were signaling that he walked up the ship, and then we couldn't hear.
We didn't know anything.
Yeah, at first I was keying for all of that garbage, and then I realized I'm not talking, so I don't have to key. I think that's the first thing I tried to say. I think. I might have been humming or grunting to indicate, but not important. So, we haven't picked your spells, and I have an idea for how sorceresses gain their new spells in this world. And if you don't mind, I think I may roleplay that with you.
Okay. Jiggy.
It's largely based on need. Your magic comes from inside of you. It doesn't come from study. It doesn't come from a deity. It comes from inside of you.
Right.
So, you don't get to pick which spells you get, but you do get to pick how strongly you want them.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you get to roleplay that. I'm gonna go get the book. I'll be right back.
To the book.
You want down? Is that what you want? You want down? Okay.
Do. So we have a question. What is your opinion, Pookie, of Vikings? Lost Vikings.
I'll just talk normally. I really want to play as them. They look fun.
What game are we talking about?
Heart of the Storm.
Heart of the Storm. Oh, yes. I have not actually sat down and played that yet. I really should sit down and play that at some point, but I've just never been a MOBA fan.
Luke, did you get a haircut?
No, I just didn't do my hair today.
Oh, okay. I'm like, it looked very much different.
Yeah, typically I'll pay attention, but I didn't really.
It looks kind of like hat hair, almost.
Yeah, it's probably more hood hair.
Ah, haha.
And headphone hair. So you guys are all level 4, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good thing to me.
So, is there a particular kind of spell that you feel particularly in need of or strongly about? What kind of thing do you want to accomplish with magic? You don't know anything about magic. Your character doesn't really. The fact that you are a sorceress is part of the reason that you decided to go out traveling, because you wanted to learn about yourself and about your powers, and your family knew nothing. And your village knew nothing.
I think a water breathing or a water walking ability would
So
be decent right now. And could be used in handy later.
So you want something that has to do with water.
Right.
You guys watch Avatar?
Yes.
Which Avatar?
The movie or the Airbender?
The only one worth talking about.
Well, depends on which version of which one you're talking about.
Right. Are you talking about like The Last Airbender?
Like anime series
as long as
or
you're not talking about the movie.
No, the TV
Yeah.
series.
The real one. The Nickelodeon one.
All right. Yes.
That one.
So imagine that you have this feeling that you can somehow influence water, but you don't know how to bend it. You don't know how to do it.
Right.
So what I want you to do is kind of role play what you would do to try to exert your will upon water.
I don't know, I kind of want to just go jump in it and see what happens.
Okay.
Just for
Go
kicks
ahead.
and
You can
giggles.
jump in water. That's fine. I probably would take off any cumbersome clothing first so you don't drown, but whatever.
I'm only wearing cloth, aren't I? Yeah? And
Yeah,
then quarterstaff?
Like if you're wearing a long dress, maybe that isn't the best for swimming in.
I'm trying to see.
Okay. So you jump in the water. Do you bring along a rope so that the boat tows you, or are you planning on being left behind?
I'll definitely bring a rope with me.
Because the boat's moving at a pretty good clip. It's faster than you could swim.
So yeah, I'll bring a rope with me, and I'll kind of just tie it to myself.
Okay.
So I'm obviously being kind of dragged a little bit, but at least I'm surrounded by water
Yep.
in a sense.
And the fact that you're being drugged through the water keeps you at the surface really well.
Mm-hmm.
And you find that you can hold on to that rope surprisingly well. In fact, disturbingly well. You're pretty sure that the force of the water pulling you back should be fatiguing your muscles a little more than it is.
Well, you can definitely feel an energy with the water.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Well, I'm gonna try and like stand up.
somebody's
I'm gonna try and
okay,
stand
yeah.
up and like
You
see if
can-
I can
you
at
can-
least
it's like
skiing,
almost
as it
like water
were.
skiing, but not quite. Yeah, not quite. But something like that. So you guys see this. She's jumped off the boat, and she's trailing behind, and she hasn't lost grip or anything.
You must have been working out some pretty good.
Well, I am half elf. To the fish and become Aquaman.
Maybe we could ride her to the other ship.
I don't. What?
You're the one role-playing this. Go. I'm just sitting on the boat, sitting here trying to figure out why the hell you're in the water.
I mean,
Me? Oh.
yeah, I'm saying maybe we can ride her to the other ship.
Well, if all she can do is like skim on the top of it, I don't think that we're gonna like be able to stay afloat, bro.
Well, we just need a running start or something, yeah?
A
Jump her like
running
rock.
start.
Flunk.
Do we have any like bungee rope-ish type stuff that we can kind of like?
We have the harpoon gun thing.
We do have the harpoon gun.
Launch her off of it. She hits the water surface, and she'll just like bounce off.
Oh, the reason that she's at the surface of the water is because the boat is moving.
Oh,
So she's being
I'm being dragged.
she's being towed to the top of the surface.
Because I'm trying to like stand up, I'm skiing slightly, as it were.
Like
It's
the
So-
water
skiing.
pushes her up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I've never
Just
seen
like
this
that.
before in my life, so I think it's magic.
Okay.
I-
yeah. Well, it kind of is.
I'm thinking we turn like another barrel into a sled, right? And we use the harpoon gun, right? And we just go for it. I'm a little afraid it might kill us. So maybe that might not be a great
Constantly
idea.
cast heal on us as we fly.
Mercredi.
It'll work,
Yes.
right?
No, Garrick, I know.
I'm gonna
I'm
try
talking
and
about
make
sooner.
a ball of water in my hand
when it
and,
gets
like, try and
close
pick
again.
it up and like make a
You-
ball.
Well, you notice as you try to do things with your hands that the reason that you're having no trouble holding the rope is actually because the rope is holding you as much as you're holding the rope. You get this strange sensation that the fibrous rope in your hands writhes slightly like a snake. It's
Okay.
wrapped itself lightly and gently around your wrist. It's forming itself to your grip really well. And you feel like... You ever watch the movie Serendipity?
Yes.
You feel like you can talk to the rope, and the rope is talking to you. And you can give it commands, and it'll just listen.
Okay. I'm not really quite sure what to say. Let's see. How much rope do I have? Like, what's the length between
It's a
me and
long
the boat?
rope.
Very long.
I don't know, how long do you want it to be? Because the boat has no shortage of rope.
Right. I think I'm gonna try and tie the because I'm holding on to it obviously, but I'm gonna try and tie it around my waist so that my hands are free, and hopefully it'll keep snug.
It slithers around your waist almost like a snake on its own. As soon as you want it to do that, that's what it does.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pick up a ball of water, as it were,
Okay, the water acts just like the water would. You reach down and
Water
try to
does.
grab it, and you form a spray behind you because you're dragging your fingers through water. You know, like when you stick your hand out of a speedboat.
Having fun down there, are we?
More or less, trying to figure out what's going on.
Do you focus harder on the water?
No. I'm gonna let the... Let's see. I'm gonna let the rope kind of like slack out a little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit farther and farther away. How far away is the other boat?
It's gonna
Quite
take
a-
at least a day or two to catch up.
Okay.
So it's farther away than you're likely
the
to
rope is gonna-
influence.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have that much rope.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring myself back up on the boat.
Okay.
So
the rope helps you really well. You climb up, almost like you're being pulled up by somebody else the whole time.
So Mercury, what happened down there?
I don't know, it's interesting. Like the rope was alive type of thing.
What do you mean?
I don't know, it was like really friendly and kind of just did what I thought it needed to do.
I'm just squinting.
Can
at it,
you
like,
can you show us now?
I guess, yeah. So I'm gonna...
Oddly, shortly after you got onto the boat, the rope went slack.
So I guess it's not
Roll
doing it now.
roll a 1d6. If you roll nice and low, okay. Now you can't do it quite yet, but you feel the ability recharging in your heart.
I like how that one dice is like wigging out and won't finish rolling.
Oh, it rolled perfectly fine on mine.
I didn't see any roll.
Well, no, like the die is kind of wigging out. Sweetie, I think you rolled.
I did?
Yeah, that's your color.
Oh.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's wigging out on my screen.
There's a
Yeah, I don't even
3.
see a dice.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
wigging out on
by the
dirt
time
color.
by the time you start talking about it again, you feel like you could do it again.
I don't know, do you guys want to come with me?
No, the commanding the rope thing.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, do you want to come with me back out on the water, as it were?
Well, what about if you just throw the rope out there? What can you do with it while it's out there?
I don't know, I didn't even think about it.
You know, not to put a damper in our rope excitement, but no thank you.
I don't know. It was kind of weird. It was like a live type of thing.
My attempts at prodding are just not working.
What?
I was asking her if there was any like to. So, again, what about if we throw it in the water? Can you do anything with it while it's in the water?
I don't know. Let's try it. It's just
Okay. You throw the rope in the water? What do you want it to do?
I yell at her, catch a fish.
okay. Let's catch a fish.
Okay.
Big fish.
The rope shoots down into the water and does its ropey thing for a couple minutes. Yeah, like that, like Andy. And eventually it comes back out of the water and there's no fish on it. Eyes don't. Ropes don't have eyes.
But it tried. It was a valiant
it did
effort.
Try. It did try.
How do we know it tried? What if this rope is just demonic?
Wouldn't it be red
Try
then?
to drown her.
We're trying to drown me.
What did you just try to drink?
I thought it was water, but it tastes like chlorine.
That's
That's
tasty.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
So, Mercury, what else do you think you can have it do?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what else like it could.
I have an idea. Why don't we here? Let's put this barrel in the water and try to crush it with the rope.
Okay.
Wait, are we gonna try to? Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out a way for us not to go over the side of the ship again, because we saw how great that went for Garrick.
I'm gonna whisper. No, I shouldn't just win. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna whisper to Tholomine. Maybe we should see if it does things outside of water. While she's doing her little rope thing in the barrel.
Well, but
Okay.
Zan,
Put the rope around the barrel and lower it down.
no, I was just the rope's already in the water.
Oh, right. So you just drop the barrel down?
Yeah.
Let's try and crush the
Okay.
barrel.
Well, the rope wraps around the barrel and tightens up real good, but it does not succeed in crushing the barrel.
No crushing
I don't
of
think
the
it's
barrel.
that strong. I don't think I'm not strong.
No crushing of the barrel.
I don't know. I kind of overheard Zan whisper something about not in the water. So let's try something not in the water. Let's see if it'll pick up like an apple or something, or another rope or something on the ship.
What do you want it to pick up?
Is there like a broom or a mop or something on the deck? Something on the deck that's like super simplistic to like pick up or grab, twist around or something.
I'm good with the picking up Zan part. Bosses are final
We
boss.
could pick up Tholomine.
I'm
Pick you
I'm
up.
little.
You're little. It'll work.
Yeah, he's little.
Okay. Rope wraps itself around Tholomine's middle, coils itself in a big circle around him, and the rope tries and tries and tries to stiffen itself enough to lift him off of the deck, but it can't quite do it.
I have an idea. How about you try to lift yourself with the rope? Seeing as you're the one who's manipulating it, maybe it has stronger effect with you.
I'm jiggy with it. Worth a try.
Okay, same thing. It makes a nice circle around your feet, wraps itself around your waist, and can't quite get your feet off the ground.
Alright, well, while we're
Worth a
sitting here
try.
twiddling our thumbs with this rope, that boat's
you-
getting further away.
Well, the boat's not getting further away. It's getting closer, just very slowly.
Oh.
How many days into this major city we're supposed to be going to?
It's gonna catch
The
us again
travel
before we
time is
get
about
there,
a week, and you're about 3.5 days into it.
Okay.
and so it's gonna catch us
This is
again
by
before.
the time we get to.
Yeah.
You would have thought of this, so I'm just going to tell you. As the rope is trying to pick you up from the deck, you realize that maybe the rope going over the beam, trying to pick you up from above, would be easier. Kind of like when you were climbing up the side of the boat, it helped you.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep. And as you do, the rope can expand and contract itself a little bit, and does actually work itself to. It doesn't lift you per se, but it does make climbing a whole lot easier.
Okay.
It might lift you like an inch or two at a time, but less as you get closer to the top.
Right. Do you think this would work on... Well, never mind. We're still too far away. I was going to say if we were close enough to the other boat, it might be an opportunity, but then there would be two of us on the opposing side, not just one. Do you guys have any ideas of what to do?
Well, let's see.
Hi, Milo.
No. I don't know what to do with a rope.
You've had 3 weeks to think about it.
3 weeks.
Yeah, didn't we play 3 weeks ago?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought with the rope. To get over there, I feel like we should wait for it to be dark. Make some makeshift rafts out of these barrels that can't be crushed, apparently, and paddle our way over. We need to get on there, take Girk off, probably set up a fire, and then
By the
paddle
way,
our way back.
you know, like a barrel that's 3-4 feet across, you could stand on it, you could jump on it, you could jump off of the mast and land right on the side of the barrel, and it's not going to break. Barrels are made, they're like eggs. The shape of a barrel is to lend it strength. It's way stronger than a box of the same size. Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted the rope to like break the rudder off. Like that's where I was hoping, but
Oh,
Well,
that would have
why
been
don't-
cool.
Why
yeah,
don't we
see,
go to the rudder and break it off ourselves?
Your own rudder? Why would you want to break
No,
off
no,
your own
Their
we,
rudder.
No,
paddle,
theirs. But
we
we're
paddle
Oh, right.
over.
Right.
So if we all just, heave over the side and paddle our way over to the other boat. Sorry, hold on. I'll try and fix my train of thought. Isn't the whole point of this to get to the next major city, or
Well,
isn't
we're
it
not
just-
going to make it to the city if
we also want Gark there.
right?
Yeah.
Because if we leave
Right.
Gark on the other
If
ship,
we all go over there, then what's going to stop them from continuing to follow the ship that we're going on to? What's not going to take them like elsewhere?
Well, if we make it to the major city without Gark,
we don't get to have Gark.
Well,
yeah,
right.
the pirates
Well,
will
no.
run away with Gark.
Well, no. What's not stopping them from running away with us if we're all over there?
Well, we could destroy their ship and then do the same thing how we got there back.
Paddle, lots of paddling.
Are we just gonna?
Meanwhile, on the pirate ship,
Yeah, let's check in with Gark.
Gark has been a busy little bee. He attempted to blow up their cannon room. He spied on them in as many different ways as he could devise. Has had ample opportunity to study up on the magics that they're employing to try to catch up with you. And is aware of a couple details of the society that exists on this other ship. Gark, take it away. What do you want to tell them?
Can I talk to them? They're not there.
Well, you're not talking to them. You're talking to them as players, because I want
Oh,
everyone to kind of be aware of what's going on.
Gotcha. Well, they are somewhat of a militaristic regime. Like there's a hierarchy to the ship, and everyone on it has superiors and inferiors, except the people at the bottom, of course, and the people at the top. But among the shipmates, there's kind of a division of two types. There's one that is more I don't know, more like a
Gark,
military
are
thing.
you thinking of anyone in particular as you say all of this?
Of course.
You have a level 0 spell at your disposal that you could actually speak to them with. You can't hear them, but they can hear you if you want.
Oh, well, in that case, then I would be using that spell and talking to them.
Okay, who is your voice pointed at?
We can make it interesting and do a Skelebro.
Cool. So you guys are all kind of chatting away about what to do with the rope, and Skelebro starts talking in Gark's voice, and he says this. Go ahead.
Okay. So, the people that are doing the one things, and there's other people doing the other things. No.
Remember
It's
that
like-
Skelebro doesn't know what gestures to make, so try to... No, I mean, try to keep your words so they make sense without gestures.
No. So there's,
How is Skelbro talking? Zan, what did you do to him?
through him.
You can't hear
I
them.
can hear them. Hi guys, this is Gark. I'm using Scalabro as my voice.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Sure. Awesome sauce.
Where did
So-
Skelbro get a
so-
tongue?
They're casting a spell to be able to catch up. They're blowing wind into the sails of sorts. And anyway, on the ship, there's like this hierarchy of people, and there's a division between them of like those who are like the magic users, and then just the regular like mercenary type of brigands, the pirates of sorts. And I've been enjoying their fine cuisine. They've got some good fish that they caught down in the south.
Question: do we know he can't hear us?
No.
All right. Hey, Gart. How's it going? As you know, like pirates.
I tried blowing up the cannon room, but it didn't. That just kind of blew up in my face. They almost caught me, but I managed to escape.
Love the cannon room. Flew up in your face. Sorry.
Okay. So
The sad part of it is that they know that I'm here now, so they're all pretty careful about making sure everything that they don't want me in is put away and doors stay locked and the like. Kind of frustrates all of me. Trying to figure out what they're doing.
So I'm guessing you can't steal gunpowder? Yes, no, maybe so.
Let's find out and see.
Remember,
Okay. Gark. I'm reading up on this spell,
Okay.
and you can receive a message from one person, but you have to know the person, and it's like synchronous. When you think that you want to reply is when you can hear them, not when they're talking, necessarily. You'd have to explain that to them, but I think you could, in a limited way, actually get messages back, but not long messages because the duration is reaching its limit right now.
Gotcha. So, I haven't really heard anything that you're saying at all.
Oh.
If you've been saying things. I'm sorry, but this is somewhat of a one-way communication, but I will think of one of you and read your thoughts for the next few minutes, or the next 30 seconds. If you want to tell me anything, go for it, Thalomine.
Gunpowder!
Really fast side
Very
note.
quick.
Andy, you have been whispering all of this because you're only invisible. You're not silenced, so you're probably somewhere where they can't hear you. But you know that the sound that comes back through the spell is likewise purely audible, not just to you. So if they were to yell back, the pirates would know where you are.
Okay. So, I will also say, and please whisper quietly your thoughts.
Gunpowder!
oh no,
No?
why me?
I don't know. You two have like a relationship type thing. You hurdled. Hurry quick! We've only got 30 seconds.
$15.
Come on, you
12.
little midget!
Dude,
Are you thinking anything? Thalomine,
10.
I can't hear you.
6. 5. 4.
shit.
3. 2. Okay.
No!
All right.
I'm gonna walk over to him, and I'm just gonna, like, whack him upside the back of the head.
The only thing I could think of was like falling off the side of the ship. That's all I could think of. That's like all I had was just like thinking about like falling off the side of the ship.
No.
Really
That's all I could think of.
I yelled at you, gunpowder. Gunpowder.
Didn't he?
He already
say that
tried
he
the gunpowder
that?
thing, and then he said that it's all locked up.
He could steal the gunpowder and use it somewhere else.
How would he set it on fire?
And
And even with that, that's hard. That's only half likely to work.
Well, it's better than nothing.
it's better than me sitting here going,
Oh,
Almost
by the
worked.
way, Zan, you can call me Mare. M-E-R. Mare.
So
Okay.
remember that water that I had a visceral reaction to? Well,
Yeah.
apparently it was a trap laid by my children. They've been putting garbage in it. And Brittany just left it there for me to drink.
Well, that's nice.
oh, trap sprung.
It
Trap.
was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Well, since we didn't get a message to him,
I got the falling off the ship part.
Oh, Luke is gone again.
I've got an idea for Tholamine and Mare.
Yes.
Tholamine,
Yes?
if you could summon the bird, I don't know how often you can summon the bird, but use it to, like, distract them at some point. I'm
Well-
going to try to sneak onto their ship with, like, a little raft.
Well, they're still like a day behind us. Remember?
Right. Mer, you have that special rope trick, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go
More or
with me,
less.
we can use the rope to kind of, like, pull us. Right? Can we try this?
I
Get on,
guess.
we get on a barrel, see if the rope will pull us through the water.
I don't know if it would work exactly like that, but we could try.
Try. Then we just have to ask the captain to slow down a
Mercury.
little bit.
Yes.
With your newfound confidence with ropes,
Yes.
you're pretty confident that you got that. You understood innately what was going on with that thing that Gark did, and you think you might be able to do it.
The whole speaking through someone? Or the whole...
Well, the whole you knew somehow that he wasn't speaking through Skelebro. He was just using Skelebro as a location from which to send his voice. Like,
Almost a
like a
telepathy
sounding board.
type thing.
not so much a telepathy as a telephony. Like, it's not thought, it's actual sound.
Okay.
But you
something
need to
to
know
sound
where you want
out
to
of.
send it to. So you need a location. Like, you could think, oh, that well near my house when I was a child, and then if that was within your power, you'd be able to make that where your voice appeared.
Right.
Not exactly like ventriloquism, because it's not ventriloquism, but that kind of a thing.
Oh,
Basically, you can send your whispered voice at a great distance, but you have to know where you want to send it.
Okay.
You're not sure how great the distance is, but you feel like you could buy it.
Okay. So I'm going to try and whisper at Gark's general-esque type direction.
Okay.
Without really, hopefully, more at Gark.
Okay, what do you say?
Is there any way to safely get on the ship or for them to get closer without being,
Okay.
like, noticed?
Gark, you hear is ship purpose. And it's in Mercury's voice.
I don't know.
You can try again.
Need to refresh it in.
It's weird.
Can you hear me?
I think he froze.
Yeah, my roll 20 just started acting silly.
Yeah, your video wasn't super clean on me either. I think Andy restarted too.
I think everyone froze except for me.
Yeah.
Am I still here?
Everyone's
You see me?
videos went away, so I
Yeah,
restarted.
everyone's
Roll 20.
picture froze. But I can hear everyone.
I can
there
see
you- there you're
yours.
moving, Luke.
I can see Pookie's moving.
Yeah, I see. I see everybody moving now. Andy's coming back. So you're pretty sure that that didn't exactly work, but you can tell what you did wrong, and you want to try again.
Gark, are you in a safe place?
Okay, you hear Gark. Are you in a safe place? Andy.
Yes.
You hear Gark. Are you in a safe place? Whispered to you in Mercredy's voice.
Right, and I whisper back through Skelebro. Yes, I'm safe.
Skelebro keeps looking around whenever this happens.
It's okay, Skilla, bro. It's okay.
Okay, Gark, is there anything that you can do to distract them?
That is a good question. I'm sure there are plenty of things I could do to temporarily distract them, but there's many of them and only one of me. It wouldn't take them long to catch me.
Something odd, Mercredy, as you successfully do this spell, when you did it wrong that first time, you had a strong sense of exactly what you'd done wrong, which is different than other times when you've used the magic. And this time, as you're trying to do it a little bit differently, you can almost see the tendrils and sinews of magic come out of your mouth and travel in the direction of the pirate ship as you speak. Almost like a wispy dust blowing in the air.
I wonder.
Somebody's doing laundry.
I have a mariachi band next door.
Oh, cool.
That might be it.
Anyway, so can you do a distraction? Wasn't that the last question?
Right. And Gark replied
Oh,
with,
did you
there's
not
only
hear me? Yeah.
one of him and many of them.
I'm a little scared to try distracting them. But I could. If you give me the signal, I can...
Tell him to try to steal some
something fun.
gunpowder.
Hey, Gark, back history question. Do you remember your brother attacking the keep? He lived there for a while after he found that staff.
Right.
Do you remember his tactic?
I remember releasing the spiders.
To quote Woody from Toy Story, somebody's poisoned the water hole.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Water, water everywhere, and not enough to drink.
I could try my brother's old trick.
How long will that take?
Depends on whether or not he has to go.
Oh dear.
It's a traditional orc tactic.
Yellowbro or Myrrh, what is he talking about?
Excuse me, I need to take care of some business.
I'm going to leave this conversation very quickly.
I don't know, all I know
So,
is
in a-
Garrett keeps writing "excuse me," and I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, next time you guys catch up with us, or if we catch up with you, the crew will be a little under the weather, so you might say.
Well, if they're going to be under the weather, that means their spell's not going to be... From what I understand... Wait, do I know? Do we? Yeah, we know. Okay, never mind. If their spell for the wind thing isn't working, they're not going to catch up to us that fast. Right? Am I right in this thinking?
I would hope so.
No.
But that still leaves us with the problem is if we get to the city port before we can get
Right.
Gark, we lose him.
Right. Is there a way we could slow down?
Okay, night is falling. The people who have been driving the ship don't really pay much attention to you as you do all of your business. They seem to have a job to do that they're not willing to relent. So any mention of slowing the ship,
No.
and they become less willing to relent.
I still like the harpoon gun with half of a barrel, and just like we'll just waylay it. Just go. Just go.
I just kind of want to go over there too. I mean, if they're not going to be feeling good, probably hit them before they decide to turn tail.
Alright, we still have to get close enough to them. That's the issue. Unless we just all X-nay off the side of our ship to go over there.
I mean, what's the chances of them being like super sick that we could just
How
take
much
them out?
rope do you guys have?
He said we have a lot.
Not
When-
that much.
When they're getting close, would you have enough to drag behind that I could just grab the rope?
Probably, but then they're still in range of us. Even though they're sick, they're still danger.
Problem is, a long length of rope eventually does sink,
Unless you have someone keeping it afloat.
unless you have someone keeping it afloat.
This is truth.
I'd also say it's probably more dangerous to be on a boat that's getting shot at by cannons than being able to stop the people fighting us with cannons.
I could always try to pull a rudder trick like Skelebro did. He was onto something good there.
Yeah. Do you have anything a little bit more permanent for the rudder? I'm asking Mer to fund for me.
Oh, yeah. Do you have anything more permanent to disable the rudder? Because I know that in some way you'd have to get down there and disable the rudder chain, but I don't know how accessible that is, or what type of corridors you'd have to get down to it.
I will investigate and see what I can do.
Alrighty then. Should we kind of make some small preparations over here for a long rope with some semblance of getting Gark back?
Well, you're the rope queen.
Well, I know, but is this worth a shot, or should we wait and see what Gark can find?
I feel like we should have a backup plan just in case.
I've got a like 30% chance of an eagle.
Well, what about a water animal?
There's still a third of a chance I don't know what could happen.
Because if you can like get like an otter or some type of porpoise thing,
An otter might be able, or an otter or a beaver might be able to get down there and help disable the rudder chain.
well, they
A
could also
whale.
do a barrel.
A whale,
A whale.
or yeah, that could work too.
I don't know.
I don't really have much of a control over the beast that I summon.
You're pretty sure that the size of the animal, as in the amount of life points it has, is proportional to the level of the spell.
Yeah. So yeah, it would be a bass. A dumb
I see
bass.
what you did there.
I see what
Well,
you
if
did
you
there.
can do an eagle, you can do an otter. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. Well, an otter would be actually more like a level 1. He's been casting the level 2 version.
well, if you can do a level 2, I would think a small
You
dolphin.
could get a dolphin.
What about
It's possible, but
Oh yeah,
I mean,
shark would be scary.
it's worth a shot. Like, I'll definitely try it when it gets close, and like we're gonna have him just, like fly off the edge. Like, I'll definitely cast him. We're gonna see what happens. I might end up with Shaggy Dog again, and we'll just be stuck out here on the boat again.
what was his name again?
I don't remember. Did I call him like Herbert or something?
No, he he said his name. I don't remember what his name was.
Ooh, that does sound tasty.
So,
Okay, so night has fallen. You're very tired. The sky is populated with more stars than you've ever seen in your life, except for last night, and the night before, and the night before that.
but they're different stars, more or less.
Same stars, different location.
Ish.
So
More or
before I go to sleep, I'm going to see if there's like an empty barrel somewhere,
Yep.
and I'm just going to cut it in half.
With what?
I don't know. We'll find something. That's what I'm spending my night doing, is finding an object to cut a barrel in half.
Okay.
Long
Well,
ways so like someone could sit in it.
as you look around through the tools, you do end up finding a saw.
Awesome.
Okay. Everybody else?
I think
Okay,
I'm gonna
Gark.
sit and meditate.
Night has
Slowly.
fallen. You've not made use of the privy yet, nor anything like unto it.
Their sources of water.
Okay, you know that the main cistern is on the central deck, but it is being protected. Not primarily, they don't expect that you're going to do anything, but it's one of the sensitive areas of the ship and such is more controlled than others. Which is why you haven't done the deed yet.
I see.
Use the scry thing.
Well, do I have even access to get water from it?
Nope.
And there's someone just standing guard by the spigot, as it were.
Yep.
Hmm? Oh no, that's just the crappy camera.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see him move.
Yeah, he's moving.
I'm here.
No, I'm talking about Lone.
No, I have the. You guys get to see the crappy camera. Well, the stream actually gets to see the nice camera.
Oh, nice.
That's right,
Cool.
because you,
So, do you do anything, or do you just wait?
I'm looking for a spell.
Oh, okay. So I'll switch back to everybody else while he's looking for a spell. Fully, what are you doing tonight?
I am practicing my beast summoning technique repeatedly,
I like it.
trying to get an otter or a dolphin.
So are you focusing on the waves, or are you focusing
Yes.
inside the ship?
No, I'm focusing on the waves. Like I'm kind of like sitting there like
Okay.
on like the netting and stuff, and like focusing and continue like trying to cast the spell to get some water beast.
Over the course of the night, you are able to summon a large snake, a squid, a shark, and a couple times a riding dog and a wolf, but they're just swimming in the water. All of them are beautiful, shiny, white, silver, or blue colored.
We've got two options there. So, all right. Well,
You
I'm
don't get to pick them every time. They're always random.
well. I know, but we've got a good shot. We've got a good shot at this.
Yeah, it's not a huge selection.
But at least we got a backup
You're
plan.
not going to summon something that's going to die immediately in the water. That's what you were testing, right?
Right. Because I didn't want to like, summon a rhinoceros and have it sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Right.
that would just be silly.
That would suck.
That would be silly. Bless you. Oh, I thought you were sneezing.
That was a
Never
yawn.
mind.
No,
Never
no.
mind. It looked
I've been
like a
coughing
sneeze.
and yawning. What's been going on?
Okay, so I'm meditating, and then I eventually fall asleep.
And I set up a barrel boat, and then I went to sleep.
Okay,
Barrel boat.
Gark, back to you. The guy who is in charge of making sure the water is fine doesn't particularly like his job. So every time he hears a noise, he does go to investigate, but he always comes back quickly enough that you're not able to drop trout.
Okay. Could I prepare a couple spells in the meantime?
Yeah, what spells?
Sleep, just in case my other plan doesn't work. And that
Oh,
is-
did you have sleep? I'm trying to find where that one is. Is this a spell that you bought, or is this one that I gave you to begin with?
I don't know. I was just looking in the spell book of all spells, so I
Oh.
guess.
Yeah, it's a level 1 for you, so you probably already had that one. I'll grant you that. That's fine. You have sleep.
Right. Could I also have a different level 1 charm person?
Yeah, it's a fairly common spell. Wizards use it all the time because they're typically not very charismatic. You especially.
Yes. So,
Not you personally. I'm talking about Gark.
right.
I know, because he's a half orc. Like, he
Right.
grunts a lot and smells bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey.
Right.
So, first off, I will also. I'm just going to use all my spells here. What was
Okay, you know
the-
that casting a spell will cause your invisibility to drop. Well,
Right.
casting a spell on someone, like sleep.
Well, first I'm going to cast one on myself,
Okay.
and that was one of the other ones that I know I picked out. And
You
that
already like
was-
yourself, by the way. You're not having, like, self-loathing issues.
Right, no, but I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself so that I can look more
I thought you were going
human-like.
to charm yourself.
No, not going to charm myself, because I already like myself well enough.
Yeah, that was my joke a second ago. You stole it.
I know, I'm repeating what you said in agreement. Okay, so then I will approach him and cast Charm Person.
Okay.
And
Were you? Hang on.
I'll be honest, I'm the guy who was on the side of the bed.
I think I'm going to go ring the alarm bell.
Wait,
Hold on
no,
one second.
hold on. Charm Person? Is it totally unsuccessful?
I guess I'll roll for it. I'll be right back. I'll roll right here. Never mind. I was about to go get a real die. 'Cause I like
11.
Oh, okay. It's still a charisma-based thing, so go ahead and roll it, and I'll give you your charm person bonus. Did I forget to key? I want you to roll a charisma.
No, I'm getting there. Does my Disguise Self give any modifier to Charisma?
That would be an awfully high roll, but if you want to take it, you can.
I don't understand what you just said.
Oh, there's two parts to charisma. Appearance and demeanor. Typically, when you're trying to influence somebody, you have to either be really attractive for that to have any effect, or really ugly for that to have any effect. So in order for your disguised person to make yourself more attractive to the point where it's going to be a benefit to your ability to influence them, you're going to have to have disguised yourself to look pretty darn good. Does that make sense?
You're
Okay.
going to have to be Keira Knightley.
Right. I'll
Or,
roll
you
a
know.
Charisma check.
Not quite that high.
You want like Natalie Portman though, not Keira Knightley.
Hold on. If I was to disguise myself, it'd be Scarlett Johansson.
Okay,
there
win.
you go.
Okay.
Was that a natural 20 you rolled?
Yeah,
Nice.
it was a-
So
it
yeah,
was a natural
you
20.
you made yourself look like a woman.
So are we talking Scarlett Johansson? I would go with Scarlett
No,
Johansson on this one.
he's starting as a half-orc.
So
He
pretty much he
successfully made
looks
himself look like a woman. Let's call that massive success.
massive success. With half orc.
Taking a sewer grate and making it look like a portrait of something.
Of something. Of a sewer grate? Like, what is this a portrait of?
Of not a sewer grate.
Critical success.
Not look like a sewer grate anymore.
I don't necessarily want to be a woman. These are sailors.
Right? That haven't seen a woman.
Right.
There's women on board, Andy.
Oh.
Okay.
He got super not excited anymore when you said that.
This isn't the
No.
Earth. This isn't like medieval nautical Europe. Women are
okay.
just as capable of that as anyone, and often they're better at spellcasting. So there are women on the crew. You've noticed them.
Okay.
They're not like the
I'll
most
take it.
attractive women, but they're not men.
Well, considering he's a half orc, how attractive are they?
You know, I don't know. Does your character dig the human women, or are you a mixed race kind of guy?
No, I was trying to figure out like the whole like comparison to like how charismatic is his like new form compared to
Well, whatever form you chose, you got a 20, so you got a lot of points there to play with. What do you want to look like?
Oh my gosh. We need description here.
I'm looking,
Description.
I'm looking.
I never really fancied being a woman. Okay.
Okay. Well, I told you the appearance of the different types of person on the boat. I bet you would have picked one of those to try to imitate. Do you remember when we talked about the different roles, the different types of people that are on board, their power levels? That might affect his willingness to listen to you.
Right. So I probably would have imitated someone who has more power and authority on
Right.
the boat.
This is not one of the magic users. He's not wearing the silken robes or the turban.
Right. So I would have picked one of his superiors and not one of the magic user superiors.
Would you? You notice that they don't intermix much.
Oh. Right. Yes. No. I guess I. They don't intermix much, so he would have been more. He would be more comfortable talking to one of his own.
They're on a boat. How many people that he talks to on a regular basis do you think there are on this ship? Don't you think he knows them all?
I guess that's true.
But the people that he deliberately avoids, do you think he knows all their faces?
I guess.
Kind of leading
No.
you here. I'm leading you a bit.
All right. I will take the
But
lead.
you can do what you wanted to do. I'm not trying to feed you a strategy. You're fine. Sorry, everybody.
Oh. Okay. So.
I think everybody's like paying attention to chat and not us right
That's
now.
terrible. Well, we're trying to figure out what Gark looks like. It's female.
And
I should open up this stream chat, shouldn't I?
I'm surprised you don't already have it up.
I'm so distracted when it's up, and I lose my train of thought, and I really have to keep it.
Yeah, I do that too.
Sorry, stream, if I'm offending you by not watching your comments. I would, but you're too entertaining.
Well, I posted, just a little backstory, I posted a picture of Agra, Thrall's lady,
Thrall's lady friend.
Thrall's lady friend, person. So, anyways, continue on.
Nice.
okay, so I guess I now look like a spellcasting woman.
Okay, if that's what you want. I mean, sure. What do you say?
I'm
Seduce him.
thirsty. May I have a drink?
Sure. He gets a wooden mug, fills it with the water from the tap, and hands it to you.
So, you seem like a nice fellow. How did you get stuck with the late shift?
I lost the cards. You?
Mm. Oh, I just woke up thirsty, so I came to get a drink. I always have trouble falling asleep again when I wake up in the middle of the night, though.
Yeah, you're alone there.
Well, if you'd like, I can sit next to you and you can take a nap, and if anybody comes, I'll just give you a nudge to wake you up so that it looks like you've been awake the whole time. I'll probably be awake for another hour or two at least.
I can imagine the kind of nudge you'd give me, and I don't feel like waking up wet at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, would you mind if I just came and kept you company for a little while?
Yes.
Just kill him.
You're not very good at seducing.
Unless he's going.
Do you want to take another charisma check? Because that charisma check I applied to your disguise.
Alright, sure. Why not?
If you critically fail, I'm gonna
Yeah.
freaking
No,
die
that wasn't a
laughing.
failure.
Middle
This
of the
wasn't
road.
a massive success anymore. That's okay. Excuse me.
Okay.
I think I heard something. He gets up and goes after a sound.
I think now's your chance.
Well, I guess I might as well try plan.
He comes back a moment later. Wasn't anything. What can I do for you? I'm sorry. Your kind probably missing you. I have a job to do here. I mean, I don't know what you're going at, but can I do my job?
All right, I'll leave you be. But thank you
Thank
for the
you.
water.
Yeah, that's kind of my job. So, like I said,
Douchebag.
What did you just say?
those are in the latrine. I'm sure you can find one. They're in the cabinet.
Oh my gosh.
Hygiene's important, so
Real quick second. Is Gark's conversation still coming through Skelebro?
Oh, please let it.
Yeah, is whatever Gark is saying still coming through Skelebro? Bless you.
I can just imagine Skelebro sitting there, like completely confused, and why he's trying to seduce some poor man. Poor Skelebro. Oh
it's up to you,
gosh.
and you could have had that on the whole time.
No.
Skelebro's just sitting next to another sailor on the boat.
So what does Gark do?
Okay, so I'll
Hang on. I think I heard something. He goes back up to check on the sound. I told you, this is what he's been doing all night. He goes after sounds and he comes back in a couple
Pick up
seconds.
something really big and heavy. Just clobber him.
He knows that you can do magic, but he doesn't know that you are not who you look like.
right.
Or at least, the person that he thinks you are, he knows is capable of magic. So he wouldn't be terribly put off if you were to be casting a spell. He wouldn't know what it was.
All right. Well, I might as well just try putting him to sleep then.
You mean with the spell, or are you trying the traditional way again?
No. With a spell.
Oh!
Oh,
Snap.
Luke with the burn.
That wasn't really intended to be a personal offense. Okay, so you're using sleep then.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one was intentionally personal. You can't decide.
Oh, by the way, to the chat, let me explain something. Garrick here, Andy, and the Dungeon Master Luke are brothers in real life. So we let a little bit of the brotherly
The brotherly love.
brotherly love shine around here.
Okay. What is... You are level 4, right? 3?
Mm-hmm. 4.
Okay. The barely squeaks by. He's asleep.
Not barely.
Barely.
Sorry.
What?
About
Barely?
Just-
What's...
barrels?
Bear puns.
barely. Barely.
No,
yeah.
barrels, as in like water barrels and ship barrels, and that barely squeak. Sorry.
That's pretty
Wow, I
funny.
had
I
a
like
shake.
that.
I can only just bear your humor.
While he's then asleep, I will relieve myself in... Well, actually, before I relieve myself in the water, I'll get some for my own use in a container of some kind so that I don't
There
dehydrate.
are water skins hanging next to the barrel.
Yeah, so I'll take one of those, fill it up with good water, and then taint the rest.
Well, I
Number 1 or number 2 version of Taint?
All of the above.
Let's go with number 3.
3. Just add 1 and 2 together.
And I'll make sure to stir it around a little bit.
You...
Oh dear.
Back in the day, before you changed, you had access to magic that was capable of putrefying. I'm checking something real fast.
Well, so I don't think that we have to choose between option 1 and option 2, because he did take the form of a female, and they have to sit down both ways. So,
Oh, he didn't actually change. He looks like a woman. He's not a woman.
well, it's a good thing you didn't get all the way to third base then with the sailor. That would have been a really bad surprise.
Okay, you don't have that anymore. But
Hey,
that
Chucky.
doesn't mean that you couldn't make it pretty nasty anyway. Yeah, no putrefy. Sorry, you lost that when you became a good thing, or a less evil thing anyway.
A good thing.
A good thing. It's a good thing. Okay. Back. You've done it. Good to go.
Okay, well, there's one more thing I'm thinking about.
There are a number of barrels, and they all seem to have fresh water in them. About 8.
There's a level 0 spell. Prestidigitation.
Yeah, it basically allows you to move things as if you're touching them, but you're not.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you don't actually have to handle your own feces.
Right, no.
That's fine.
It's, you can slowly lift 1 pound of material, it's true. But it can clean, color, soil items in a 1 foot cube each round. It can chill, warm, or flavor 1 pound of non-living material. So
Okay, so you want to make it flavored normal?
I'm going to have it flavored normal or even slightly good.
Or slightly good, as it's coated
Apple
in poop.
juice. That apple juice.
No. Make it orange juice. We don't need to taint it. Good flavor of apple juice here.
What about cranberry juice?
That's perfectly doable.
I'm glad you're reading up on it, because that is a good idea. Okay, cool. So everyone wakes up in the morning. Is that all you wanted to do?
Yeah, no.
And I assume then you, like, left.
Right. Well, no, because that spell only lasts an hour. I've got to keep it up.
Right, but what's the range?
10 feet.
Oh, okay.
But I'll cast invisibility on myself and find a corner where they can't see me up on top or somewhere around.
Okay. Cool. So, you do that for the night. You guys wake up in the morning. Everything seems hunksky-dorsky. Everyone awake in the ship. Hi!
Hello!
I'll communicate to, what's his name?
Skelebro.
I've poisoned the water hole, as it were.
Okay, Skelebro. What?
No, this is Gart. Sorry.
Were you
I don't
focusing on Zan? Why would you be focusing on Zan? I don't think you
Yeah, I don't think he can hear me.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear you. But, yeah.
That's not the Zan you're listening for.
But it was my
Alright,
voice. Does Zan not recognize my voice?
Oh no, I recognize your voice, but I don't think you can hear me.
Right, that's true.
Okay, what do the rest of you do when you wake up?
Well, I'm gonna go tell them what I heard Skelebro just tell me.
Okay, Philomene and Mercury, where are you guys?
I fell asleep on deck, on like the top of the deck. Top
Okay.
deck area.
As you wake up, you look to the back and you see the pirate ship. You look out and to the north, the direction you guys have been generally heading, kind of north easterly. And you see another ship approaching from the direction you're heading. Philomene, what do you do?
I'm gonna go get Zan and bring him up decks. Bro.
Well, I was walking up deck.
Oh, you
Okay,
were?
you guys meet on the stairs coming up from below deck.
Alright, so I have a question.
The ship's getting in range, Zan.
What is the ship in front of us? Is my question.
Who are you asking?
Everybody, in general.
A sailor walking by says,
Making
she's flying the Queen's flag.
Okay, well that's at least semi-decent. That at least it's a friendly ship. But is the crew decent? Is the next question. But of
Yeah,
course
they all
we
have
can't
clothes
tell
on. All the
Oh, gosh.
that. Well, I'm glad they're
for the day.
decently
Hey,
dressed
Myrrh?
for the day.
Myrrh?
Yes.
I think our major concern should be if the pirate ship is now gonna run away.
This is true. Well, it also depends. Just because it's the Queen's ship flying the Queen's flag doesn't mean that the crew is.
You have your
which
mic in
direction
your
did it
face.
come from?
My mic is in my face.
Then tilt it
If
like
it's
this. Oh,
If it's coming from the direction that we're heading, it's probably safe to assume that they're good folk.
Well, assuming makes asses out of you and me, so.
Yep. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Bless you, Eva. Sorry, guys. That might have been in my microphone.
Any new strategies?
I'm gonna kind of put my feelers out towards that other ship to see if there are any like good sorts of people on that ship that are flying purposefully under the Queen's flag, not just stealing it.
What kind of feelers?
Like, I'm gonna detect their thoughts to see if they're.
Ooh, do you have that spell?
I don't know. But
But
if I
you
can at
want
least,
to.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just gonna sit on the side of the boat or ship, twiddle my thumbs. And Philomene, while I was working on my little barrel boat, I saw you practicing your fishing casting. How was that going?
yeah, I've got about a 1 in 3 chance to summon something that can swim well. So we got that going for us.
It's a bonus.
It's a bonus. It's Plan E, I think.
Zan, have you told them about the message you received?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was gonna go up and talk to him, tell him what I was told. That's like the first thing I was doing. So, Ptolemy, Gelbro here says he poisoned the water well.
Okay. Gark, do you send anything else? It'd help if you keyed your mic.
Oh, no, that's pretty much it. That's all I was planning to say.
Okay. Just making sure.
All right, so I think. So exactly how close is the pirate ship again?
It is getting closer. You bet that it would be at your ship around the same time that the ship on the horizon is going to arrive, because the one on the horizon is catching up where you're going toward it, it's coming towards you. It's moving relatively much faster toward you than the ship behind, but it looks like they'll both arrive around the same time. And you also can tell, just doing the whole look forward, look back, look forward, look back, that the ship in front of you is approaching in a direct line from the ship behind you. So it seems like they're trying to block view of the ship by the ship. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. That's actually awesome. Bye, Bruiser. Good night.
Zan, you were waving. Did you need something? Or
No,
you
I was
waving to the
waving to
stream?
Bruiser. Yeah. Someone said they're leaving.
Night.
Alrighty. I say we get this this line of rope and your little raft ready to go.
Is that plan A?
Oh, okay.
So how are things going on that ship over there? I send through Scalabro.
I look at Skillabro, I'm like, well, pretty good.
Who are you focusing on for a response, Gark?
I'm hoping that Nerd Critique will get the message somehow and tell me back.
Mercury, are you talking to yourself?
Sure. I'm gonna project my voice again back at Gark.
Well, he's focusing on you, so you can just
Oh,
talk.
he's focusing on me? Oh. I thought he was focusing on Skeleton.
You don't know that he's focusing on you because you weren't near Skelbro.
Skillabro.
So odds are you weren't talking to yourself. You don't hear anything back, Gark.
That's too bad.
That's too bad.
So, Tholamine, let's see what you can summon real fast. And I start lowering the barrel boat down the side.
With ships, there's sure a lot of waiting.
Did my detect thoughts thing work on the other ship?
Oh, not really.
Okay.
You feel like they're just too far away. You're pretty sure that if you were to detect thoughts, that you'd hear them almost like they were words, and if you're too far away, you're too far away to hear them.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, Zan, you're going down in a little boat.
I'm
Tholamine,
lowering it first.
Yep.
Yep.
And Tholamine, you're gonna summon him up some steeds to pull his chariot.
Yes, that's the goal at the moment.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
I make sure I have my trident with me, my trusty three-pronged
Nice.
stabbing mobile.
Nice.
So, just to make sure, I'm gonna say this to Thalamian and Zan. So, just to make sure the plan is this, or not this, Zan's going to go get Gark from the other ship. Thalamian's gonna magic some things in the water to aid the rescue. What's the plan after that?
Bring him back to the ship and
Right, your rope is going to help
we'll
pull him
bring the
back.
Water. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I think that's the
going
plan.
on.
I hope that's the plan.
All right.
Well, we're making that the plan now. That's what
Okay.
we're doing.
So now we have to sit and wait a while for the ship to catch up.
Gark, Where are you hiding? You're near the water supply. The water supply is near the food supply, also near the kitchen.
Right. Somewhere as far out of sight and sound as I possibly can be, within 10 feet.
10 feet.
Well, you only need to be 10 feet per hour on the hour.
Right. Well, one of the things I wanted to do was to go check out the rudder and see what it looks like, how I might sabotage it again, as it once was sabotaged.
Okay. Well, you go down and you can see the scarring in the wood where the spike chain once damaged it, but it looks like it's all been repaired.
Alright.
There's, like when wood's been damaged, you can tell that it was damaged, but once it's being mostly mended, it looks pretty good. The wood itself wasn't destroyed, but it was scratched up a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do a search check in the larder. Larder is a fancy word for where the food is stored.
Pantry?
What?
Is it a pantry?
Well, on a
Yeah.
ship it's a larder because it's
Right.
bigger.
Makes sense.
Fancy words. I like my vocabulary. I'm proud of it. Okay, 12 and 23. You find a special part of the spice rack that
You were
they
chopping out, I
had
didn't hear you.
similar herbs in. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it
There's just
working
a bad
better now?
connection. Internet connection
Yeah.
was bad for a second.
Yeah. Okay, so you can hear me now. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So you find a spice rack, a row of special herbs and things that you recognize from your days growing up among the orcs as poisons. Dun dun dun! You're not super adept at their use, but you know that those things are fairly potent and they're not good for you.
Okay. And how close does it look like we are to catching up?
You think that by the morning tomorrow, you guys will probably be meeting up with the other boat. Sorry about all the waiting, guys. This is kind of slow, but maritime travel typically does take a long time.
Indeed.
And I'm sorry to make it take a long time, but there's a lot of story here.
At least it's not
I
Moby
hope.
Dick long.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you do with the poisons? There's bread, there's
yeah,
fruit,
I'll,
there's water.
well, the water's already poisoned. So I will,
Depending on potency, you know that urine will make you sick. But they're not going to be as fast acting as a good delivery, a high dosage of poison.
right. Have I noticed that the people casting the spells, favor any particular foods?
Well, you've only been in the kitchen now for about 5 or 6 hours. So you
Well,
can tell what some of them are eating.
I came
but,
and stole some food yesterday.
Right, but you weren't paying attention necessarily to who ate what then, were you? Or were you?
I'm always trying to pay attention, looking for details, looking for
Okay,
ways I can
okay.
exploit the
Roll intelligence then.
people.
We'll get a DC 10, 50-50 chance. Okay, so fairly certain that there is a particular kind of cheese that the magic users seem to be nibbling on all the time.
La fromage.
The fromage de la magique,
It's
Très
or
bien.
something.
Magical cheese. Okay, well then I will put a little extra poison in there, but I'll also poison the bread and the fruit and the meat. I think it would probably...
Remember what I said about potency,
Come on.
right? A good strong dose.
Right. So I'll put the most potent poison in the cheese.
Right. Cool. Before too long, most of the magic users have gone to bed sick. Like, within 2-3 hours. So, before noon, almost all of them have been incapacitated.
I was planning to do that for dinner.
Okay. Sure. And we'll roll the clock forward. What do the rest of you do until dinner?
Well, I got some food, and I kind of just hung out because there's not a hell of a lot else to do on the ship.
You're in a little barrel boat. What do you
Yes! I'm like, Ptolemy, where's the fish?
Where's the fish?
In the
Okay,
water. You're
follow
supposed
me.
to catch him with your trident thing.
No, he never.
In
he
check
never
DC 5.
Oh, not that. Not that kind of fish.
Wait,
My
what?
bad.
Sorry, what?
Roll an int check with a DC 5. You're trying to get above 5.
Oh, barely.
You remember that those animals that you summon only last about 3 minutes total.
That's why I'm not summoning them right now.
You're pretty sure that travel the distance between the two boats might take more than 3 minutes.
Right, that's why I'm not summoning them right now.
Right, but were you to summon them and shoot off like a rocket, it's still not going to be 3 minutes before his boat doesn't arrive at the next boat.
Okay.
And then he'll be without steeds in the middle of the ocean in a barrel.
Right, that's why I was off eating. Like, I'm waiting for the ship to get closer.
Are you going with him?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so.
You're a bunch of cowards.
No, I'm not going to go with him.
So
Half
for most of the time, from breakfast until dinner, Tholomine is arguing with Zan about the folly of his plan. Zan is insisting that he should go right away, and Tholomine says, "I don't want to leave you stranded in the middle of the ocean, you stupid human." And Mercury is giggling with Skelebro halfway
Yep.
down the stairs.
You know what, Ptolemy? If you just get in the boat, by the time it's dark, we'll be there. Come on. You don't want to rescue Gart? You just want to let him sit there and maybe let the enemy ship get closer to our ship and, like, you know, blow us up with cannons and crap?
Okay. Do you really wait until dinner to start poisoning them when you know that in the morning everyone... Okay, oh, you want the ship to remain operative for that long. Is that your strategy?
I want them to catch up to the other boat.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was
Right?
a tactic. That's a good strategy.
Like, and then if they eat at dinner time, they all go to bed sick and wake up totally fatigued. And
He
it's
can
in the
only
morning.
cast it within a certain distance of himself. So if Zan's in the middle of, like, halfway between, it'll be out of range for him.
That's why he would need to go with him.
Right.
Which probably means that I would need to go with them too, because if my row... No, never mind. Never mind. Nope. Have fun.
All right. Plan E is in effect.
What is Plan E?
I'm gonna get in the little raft with little Shindig Joe, and we're gonna go down. We're gonna try. I'm going with them. I'm getting in the half barrel. I'm getting in the half barrel. We're
We can
going.
grab the other half.
Wait, now you don't want to be next to me?
No,
I see how
you
this
smell
is.
bad. I'd rather be with the orc.
All right, and then no, we have barrels. That's what we've got. We've got barrels.
Half barrel.
We got half barrels now. We don't have full barrels. We got half barrels.
Health and safety doesn't inspect the boat.
Alrighty. Okay, so here's what I'm envisioning, Zan. All right, so we're gonna get in the boat and I'm gonna try to summon as many of these little monsters as we can to get us there. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're gonna latch onto the back end of this boat, and we're gonna wait till they catch up. Okay? Does that sound like a plan?
That's fine with me. We'll just
Okay.
mess with the rudder once they do catch up.
All right.
Pull Gark with us and then be on our merry.
All right, and then we're gonna hope that I don't get the shaggy dog. All right.
Well, dogs can dog paddle. Come on.
I worry about this plan. There's nothing that could go wrong here at all.
Well, it's better than just sitting there. I was getting bored. I was about to start a fight with a sailor.
Alrighty, I'm in the boat.
Interesting.
I'm in the boat, or the half barrel.
Okay.
Off we go.
Awesome. What time of day do you set out?
It
For the
is
last 3 minutes. We wanna
evening
kinda
time.
reach there when it hits night.
We want to get there like halfway through the night.
Well, yeah. That way it's harder for them to see us.
Mercury, are you going with him?
Nope.
No.
Skelebro's
What about
hanging out with you on the ship?
okay? You and
Well, me and
Skelebro.
will just be chilling.
At least we don't have to worry about Skelebro again.
We're just gonna be chilling.
Nice.
Other
Okay.
than-
Though
So-
I do have a small feeling that Skelebro is a little bit sad that Zan's not here.
You summon a large squid.
Sweet.
Are you gonna name it Squidward?
Please don't.
One of its large eyes peers up at you through the inky water at night and allows you to attach a rope to one of his tentacly arms, and he zooms off. And man, is he fast! Man, is he fast!
Full squid.
You get most of the way to the other ship before he disappears back into the celestial realm.
Man, that's a fast squid. It's like Mach 1. Mach 1 squid. I'm
They're
good with
very-
that.
They're very aerodynamic. Those
I
squids.
like squids.
Wouldn't they be fluid dynamic?
Yeah, they would be.
Aquadynamic?
they would be
Aquadynamic?
fluid dynamic. Yeah. Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
And Garrick was a little slow, but he got that one. Alrighty. So we're almost to the ship.
Okay.
And we're riding the waiver,
It
right?
is past dinner time. Andy, you put the poison in the cheese. You put it in where?
In the meat. And oh yeah, I'll just do the cheese and the meat.
Okay. Pretty much covers everybody. Middle of the night. Everyone's feeling right poorly. You notice lots of trips to the loo, the toilet. Most
Dummy.
people are looking really worse for wear. You happen to know that some of those poisons that you used are kind of nasty. While they're not directly fatal, you almost wish they would be if you've got them in you.
So I'm thinking like ghetto corner taco stand kind of poison.
Whoa, hold on. Hold on, Long. You don't live where I live. Those places have good food, okay?
Oh no, I went back to the same one 3 times, got sick 3 times, still went back. Like,
I've
so
been
good.
sick from a ghetto taco stand.
So
Knock on
bad.
wood, because now it's gonna happen.
It's like the
Yep.
best.
Dude, that's the
That's
one.
the
That's
one.
the one I've gotten sick from.
Okay. Andy, at this point, you know that you don't necessarily need to watch the water anymore. Where do you go?
I'll go up to the deck and see if I can see anybody. Or are there people still by the orb casting their little
Yep.
spell?
They're the only ones on the deck, and they don't look like they're giving it their all, as it were. They're dark around the eyes. They're looking really tired.
Well, I'm gonna try to cast a disguise self on myself again.
Okay, roll a charisma.
Oh please. Okay, that was not bad.
Okay. And what are
Wasn't
you
good
trying to
either.
look like?
Like one of them.
One of the
Well,
magic users?
Yes.
Okay. Like a specific one?
Well, like one of the ones that I've seen casting the spell on the.
Okay. Well, because everybody's looking particularly horrible, your attempt is just as horrible. As, like, you think you look great. Go ahead.
You think you look great. All right.
Do you want to try again?
There's no mirrors around. You're fine.
Okay. Well, I'll walk up and tell them. I'll take a shift.
Finally,
to
I'm gonna go lay down. You take over. And he almost topples his way down the stairs.
And so I'll take his place and start casting the spell as I have observed.
Okay, roll a spellcraft check. Ooh.
Oh no.
Dun dun dun.
As he blows the ship up.
You get a circumstantial +4 bonus for having watched it for hours yesterday. Okay, you successfully join the spell, and this is your first time doing it, but you're falling right into the rhythm. In fact, you feel like you're the one who's pulling the team, as it were. You're the only one with energy to put into the spell.
Mm. Cool.
Something interesting happens. The spell has a somatic component, meaning that there's hand motions.
Right.
Your disguise doesn't mask your hands, and they're already a slightly less human color. So you're trying to hide them, but you find it impossible to hide the fact that the ring on your left hand is glowing blue.
Ooh. Glowing blue. This is new. This is interesting.
The orb takes on a slightly steely gray hue as it starts to glow slightly brighter, which it doesn't do normally. And the other two stop casting the spell and look at you, very surprised.
Very, very interesting.
The ship seems to pick up speed.
So I'm better at it than they are.
You feel almost a magnetic pull of your hand toward the orb, focused on the ring.
The ultimate question, do I let it? Do I fight back?
Do it.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put my hand right there down on the orb as it seems to want to.
Okay, the surface of the orb gives way as if it's water. With your hand inside of the orb, which you've never seen any of them do, you feel as if your hand is skimming across the top of the ocean, and you can direct how the ocean's currents are coming to the bow of the boat, and you can steer it.
Very, very interesting. I will steer it and push it faster and further toward the boat we're catching up to.
Philemine and Zan, as you're trying to cast the spell to bring back another propellant for your boat, it picks up pretty amazing speed and is headed right for you.
Great.
Maybe
Zan?
try to get like a bird or something.
Zan, I think we got a problem.
So,
We might want to try to grab onto this thing or paddle away from it.
Philemine, what do you do? It's coming fast.
Do we have any more rope?
Yes.
We have.
Is the rope still attached to the boat that I'm on?
No. It's not that much.
I know.
It's not that much rope. So, Zan, we don't have much time. I think we should just tie this around us, and we'll each just jump off either side and let the boat just like, because like, doesn't it have like that swoop on it? So like the rope will go up on it, and we can kind of like.
We'll break our backs.
Won't that pull you under?
No, it won't pull us under because it's got that swoop on the front, so it'll pull the rope up,
Okay.
and then we can
Only
kind
a
of
couple
grab on the
seconds.
side.
This boat is coming fast at you.
All right, fine. Let's do it.
All right, hurry, tie it.
All right, as you further accelerate the boat, you hear a loud thump off the bow of the boat.
Great.
and some splashing to either side.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my hand out of the orb.
Okay, the boat stops and starts kind of not toppling, but it starts doing that weird boat thing when it loses power and starts kind of shifting through the water.
Right, and I'm gonna cast sleep on the people that are on the deck with me.
They're already asleep.
Oh,
They're probably
well then
passed
they're
out
going to
from
be
the
put
poison.
into a more
Right, so they're
magical
magically asleep. Okay, good. That's fine. You can do that to sleeping things. That's fine.
state. Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look and see what I thumped.
You thumped half of a barrel,
And two
and
people.
to either side of the boat are now Tholamine and Zan treading water because without the boat moving, they're not being held to the side of the boat anymore, so they're just treading water. How good are you guys at swimming? Zan, are you still in your armor?
I'm probably still in my armor. I
Okay,
probably
then
didn't think-
you need to roll a swim check, and you get a -8.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Where's S? There it is. I will roll that in just a second. As soon as I can actually hit the dice thing that lets me roll it. There we
Okay,
go.
Tholamine, are you wearing your armor?
Ah!
Just my light armor.
Okay.
That is...
Like my light, like cleric-y
see
thing.
Zan below the surface of the water holding onto a rope.
That's -14, by the way.
Okay, well I'm gonna use prestidigitation. Oh, that's
Okay,
only
you
got
can-
a 10-foot range. But
Well,
I'll climb down there
you-
and pull the
You
rope
can...
up.
Right, okay. You save him. Zan, you held your breath long enough, and he's got you out of the water.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I think I swum all by myself.
Mad skills.
No, the
Swam.
buoyant Tholamine
I
climbed up
can't
the side of the boat on his own.
see that. That was actually I rolled a 20. I don't know if you noticed that. Like I rolled a 20 and got +1. Woot!
That was really good.
All right.
Okay.
It was like a
Now, the
dolphin.
question is, Tholamine, Zan, and Gark, what do you do with the sleeping pirates?
Throw him overboard.
Just start hucking
Zan
them out the
Starts
side.
throwing them overboard. Gark, what do you do?
I'd laugh. I'd laugh. Throw it an orb. Okay, well, alright. That works. I'm gonna go back to the orb and stick my hand in it.
Well,
Okay.
I want to go trying to like barricade the doors to go downward, like to go down below decks. I want to start barricading those.
Okay.
do I
Gark,
notice
what do
him
you...
put
Yeah,
the
you
hand in
notice-
the orb?
Yeah.
I stop throwing people overboard. I'm like, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, well, getting caught up to the other ship. We've still got Mercury and Skelebro over there.
I don't remember the boat going this fast before. How are you doing that?
I don't entirely know. I seem to have found a skill, a hidden talent, as it were.
Gark, what was your appearance? What is your appearance? You're slightly greenish. What color hair?
Black?
Okay, well, it's now streaked with shoots of silver.
Interesting.
You've gone prematurely gray.
Cool. Kind of pushing the boat along with the currents and stuff. Takes a little bit of focus, you know?
You're still using the wind, but you're also using the water.
Right. One hand in the wind, the other hand in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just so you guys know, everybody is really sick, so you probably don't need to barricade the door. Even if they came, they'd be falling all over themselves.
Question for you, Gark.
Shoot.
Is it possible to capture the ship for ourselves?
Well, I guess if you threw everybody overboard, we'd have it.
I mean, we seem
Gark.
to be going pretty fast.
From when you were investigating the ship while you were invisible, you do know that there is a brig.
Okay.
Well, then we gotta
It
feed them
does
though.
have-
I'd
it
rather
does
just
have
toss them
people
over the
in
side.
brig, but there is a brig.
Have they been fed the same food?
No.
Let's go. If you want, let's go talk to the people in the brig.
Okay. Is
Oh,
there
why
a way
don't
to let?
you guys go talk to the people in the brig. I'm gonna keep catching up.
Well, before you catch up to him, let him know that you're the one in control of the ship, just in case. We did see another ship with the Queen's flags. You might want to let him know that.
Right. Good idea. Thank you.
Yeah, let Mercury know through Skelebro.
So I'm gonna Skelebro message.
You could
That
call
way.
it the skelephone.
Skelephone.
Win.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll use the Skelephone to let Mercury know. Hey, Mercury and Skelebro, we've successfully taken the ship and we're catching up faster. So don't be alarmed. It's good news that we're catching up, and we'll see you soon.
It's dark, so they probably don't know.
Jiggy.
Okay.
Well, now we know.
If you wouldn't mind, let the captain know that they should not fire upon the ship since we are on it and it is relatively incapacitated.
Okay, so you guys spend the night putting the sick and pirates in the brig and taking the people out from the brig that were in there?
Well, I don't take them out. I want to talk to them first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I want to
Okay.
figure out why they're in the brig.
Hi.
So we're gonna take over this ship. Either
It's like you already
stay.
have.
Yeah, well, you can either stay in here or you can tell us why you're in here.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I was the captain of the good ship Meriwether, and they killed my crew, and I wish I were dead. So,
Is he the only one in the brig?
no, there's 2 or 3 others.
And what about them?
They all have roughly the same story, but I'm sure none of us really want to talk about it because it was horrific and terrible. And
So I'm gonna do you put these sick bastards in the brig, and then I'm gonna let you stand guard on them.
I hope you don't mind if I pee on them.
You can do whatever the heck you want to their faces. I don't even make sure they don't leave.
If you
Okay.
want to kill some of them, you can.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So I guess we have them help us put them in the brig.
Well, they are.
That must be a really big brig.
It's pretty big. Like
We start stacking them up.
It's not
Lay down,
big
gentlemen.
enough that- It's not big enough that the entire crew fits, but
Well,
I'm sure
we could
Zan is
throw
not
some
taking
over the board.
Right, I was saying, I'm sure Zan is not taking any particular hesitance to just toss any extras out the hole in the wall, the porthole.
Porthole.
Yeah, I pay particularly close attention to the people who are like dressed super fancy, and I make sure those are the ones in the brig, bound and gagged, and like random crew members I just throw out.
It's an interesting strategy. Gark, you have anything to say about that strategy?
The ones that can do magic are probably going to be able to get out, and they know the ship better than we do. I might want to throw them overboard.
Okay, then I change my strategy and throw
They
those
just
ones out.
Maybe keep one
Okay.
or 2.
Well, at this point, we've already thrown out half the crew. Now the other half's gone. So
Yeah, now the brig has lots of space.
now there's plenty of space in the brig now, guys. We're fine.
Do you want to keep one fancy dressed man, or none?
So this takes most of the night, and come morning, your situation looks more like this.
I'm not seeing any change.
A
Oh.
war map opened up. We actually
I'm doing stuff. Hang on.
remove some.
Hey, look, it's another ship.
Yeah, so that's your ship, your new ship. There is an orb on the main deck that's not depicted, but you guys are flying or sailing right next to each other. The other ship catches up, and it is laden with soldiers and magic users come to the defense of this ship. They're all
I'm just
very
gonna-
surprised that you've taken this ship and are congratulating you to no end.
We did change the sail, by the way, or the flag. Yeah.
not
Oh, yeah, of course
liking
it is.
being in the spotlight, I'm actually gonna go, like, stand in the back, so they all, like, point at Tholamine and Dark and everything.
Now the same wind and current that was pushing us before would push them now, right?
The thing is, it's focused on your sails. So unless you were to sail dangerously close, you're not actually that close. Like your masts would your booms would hit each other. You see how they'd kind of overlap there?
Right. But current is kind of a big thing for water.
Well, you're not so much creating a current as you are reducing drag.
Ah.
Does that
So
make sense?
almost like lifting up the boat, as it were.
Right. Like instead of pulling on the boat, it's getting out of the way of the boat.
I see.
So the wind can have greater effect.
Right.
Almost like slicing the water before the boat does. Breaking
Right.
it so that there's not that added momentum to push the water out of the way.
Awesome. Well, let's get to port. We're how far away?
Another 2 days.
Well, that was 2 days. That was 1 day ago. You're about a day out now. Little
So
less
what about
than a
that
day.
other Queen's ship?
It's
that
there
was
with a
hidden?
whole bunch of things. Guys, people there.
That was the one that was coming coming toward you, and it's the one that's really laden with magic users, soldiers, a real combat ship.
Awesome. Looks like we have an escort back to port.
It doesn't appear to be accidental. The soldiers on this ship must have sent a message that they needed defense, and this ship was coming to do that, to perform that defense.
So us sailing in tandem next to each other would signify that it's no longer a threat, right?
Well, plus the fact that they can communicate. You didn't know that they could communicate, but they can.
Oh, right. Kind of like we could.
They have their own skelephone.
Yeah. They had their own skill. Cool.
All right.
So you arrive in the harbor of the capital city, and there we will pick it up next time.
Alrighty, wonderful
Okay.
viewers, all of you awesome people. We will be back again with more D&D in 2 weeks. Or
I almost want to say next week.
next week?
Should we
Next
do
week?
next week, guys?
Next week, guys?
Sure.
Yeah, it works with me.
Alrighty, guys. So next week we'll be continuing the adventures of Skelebro, which has been coined by a coworker of mine, who watches our YouTube videos. Is now the adventures of Skelebro, and we thank you all guys for all being here and for being wonderful. And hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll continue to enjoy. Have a great evening. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Have a good night.